Hey everyone, Tofu here, back with some more Club Penguin Elite Penguin Force. Last time we finally unlocked Gary's room, and we have pretty much concluded that he is somewhere in these mine tunnels here. So today we're going to go ahead and go into the tunnels and, well, look for him. The mine. All the clues I found at G's room have led me here. Are other agents in range? Communicator says no. I get nothing but static when I try to call. At least I left them a note so they can follow me here when they get back from their search expedition. I should find a minecart and explore the tunnels marked on G's old map. Should I continue the search on my own? Yes. Find a way into the abandoned mine tunnels and continue the search for G. Mission 6. Do-it-yourself carting. Find a minecart to take into the tunnel. Alright, well, there's no minecart here, so... the old mine tunnels are just beyond here. I need to find a minecart if I'm going to go look for G. Alright, and looks like we can't go to the underground pool. Now is not the time for swimming, I guess. Alright, so we have to go above ground using that little elevator there. And looks like there is a guy here. A guy that we, I think, delivered pizza to the other day.
Howdy. What business brings you to these parts?
Hello. I need to explore the mine. Where are all the minecarts?
Well, that there is the million-coin question. Lately, there's been a lot of commotion coming from inside them tunnels.
Commotion? Have you seen anyone go in the tunnels?
That's the strange thing. I hear noises coming from the rails, but the main track is empty.
Surely there must be another way to ride through the tunnels.
Well, I suppose you could cobble something from scraps.
You mean build my own minecart?
Why not? You seem like the resourceful type.
What is there for me to use?
There's a bunch of random stuff out here and inside that there shed. Feel free to help yourself.
I'll see what I can do. Thanks for the help.
You're very welcome, partner.
Alright, let's talk to them again.
You look befuddled.
What can you tell me about minecarts?
Wow, that's a tall order. Where do I start? Of course, back then we didn't have a mine, and we didn't call them mine carts.
Hold on. I just need to know what the main parts are.
Well, that's a different matter. Mine carts mostly consist of a big square bucket and 4 sturdy wheels.
Thank you. I want to make sure I don't miss anything.
Never hurts to double check, I always say.
Alright, so we need a square base for the minecart, and well, this cardboard box here looks like a pretty good fit. I don't think it's actually cardboard, it's a tro. Whatever that is. But whatever it is, it will work perfectly as a minecart body. It always looked like a cardboard box to me, but I guess maybe it's not. In order to ride the rails, I need to find something to use as wheels. Okay, well, there's nothing more out here. However, this guy did open up this little shed for us to go into. And this is a bit of an interesting room because it's only in this game, and it is not referenced at all in the online game after this. This is the only time that it ever appears or is even mentioned. And you know, that does also apply to the Puffle training room in the dojo. That's only in this game, and it's never brought up ever again after that. But you know, we spend a fair amount of the game in that room. This tool shed here, though, this is the only time we ever come in here in the entire game. There are no side missions where there's something in here. You know, this is the only time we're ever gonna be here. It's the only time the tool shed will ever be appreciated. So I guess soak it all in, because I really like this room. I think it's a nice little addition. But you know, it's obviously got some stuff for us to look at in here. This old pulley is covered in dust. I don't think anyone will miss it. Yeah, because clearly no one really cares about this room, so we can probably just take whatever we want. Like this thing as well. Wooden spool ends are not as strong as minecart wheels, but they're lighter. And there's another one here. With a little work, I bet this could make for a strong minecart wheel. And that's really all there is. There's nothing else we can click on in here to examine or get a little animation out of. It's really all the mine shed has to offer for us. So, goodbye, mine shed. I think you're pretty cool, but we must go. Well, let's go put our little makeshift wheels on this cart. The pulley idea is not so strange when I see it next to the bucket, but I should find another one. Alright, well we've got a lot. These 2 pulleys will work perfectly for wheels. And then the big ones. These work well for a set of wheels, but they're a little loose. Alright. Well, luckily we have made a friend who can help us weld things together, so come here, Flare. Let's get those wheels on tight. And there we go. My custom minecart is ready. Now I can take it inside the mine. And let's talk to this guy about our new cart. That has to be the craziest minecart I ever saw. The welding looks sturdy though. I sure think it'll do the job. You on your way now? If you don't mind me asking again, what are you doing now? Why, I'm polishing anvils. Can I help you? I've got one last favor to ask of you. You can count on me, partner. What's shaking? If any other penguins ask, can you tell them that I took the last minecart into the mines? Sure thing. Just be careful in them old tunnels. I've heard they are quite tricky. Any tips for traveling the older mine tunnels? When riding the old mine tunnels, watch out for places where you need to duck and jump. Until next time then, keep an eye out for them missing carts if you can. Alright. Are you on your way now? Yes, thanks for your help. Best of luck, partner. Alright, well, we've got our cart now, so let's go ahead and actually go into the mine. And put it down there on the track. Oop. Come on, menu. Hello? There we go. Alright, and that will immediately bring us to yet another mini-game. This is our second one in this playthrough. This is Kart Surfer, and if you played the online game of Club Penguin, this should be a little familiar to you. Kart Surfer was one of the most iconic mini-games and was the best mini-game on the website, in my opinion. But it is in this game as well, and it's a little different than the online version, but mostly the same. Let's take a look at the instructions here. Choose to use the touchscreen or the control pad and A button to perform tricks and earn coins. Use the center touchscreen icon or the A button to jump. Watch the track for signs warning you of incoming obstacles. Lean left or right when you see these signs. Jump or sit down when you see these signs. Use your thumbs to activate the desired move when controlling the cart with the touchscreen. I don't like seeing drawn out thumbs in a Club Penguin game. It looks wrong. I don't know why they say to use your thumbs here when, you know, most games and even this game encourage you to use the stylus. I mean, everyone lost it anyways, but you know, they usually don't tell you to use your thumbs. You should use your stylus if you can. But yeah, so that's Kart Surfer. You just gotta avoid getting hit by things, or I guess just following the signs and not getting hit by things that would have otherwise hit you if you had just done nothing. So let's go ahead and play, and we have the option to choose between touch controls or button controls. I'm gonna go with button controls. It feels a little more natural for me. So yeah, unlike the online game of Kart Surfer, we now have up and down arrow signs as well. And up signs will either give you an upward hill or a pile of rocks that you have to jump over. A downward arrow will either give you a downwards hill, like this one, or it will give you a wooden sign that you need to duck under. However, it's not actually like coded properly, and well, I could have actually shown it off there, but I screwed it up. You don't actually need to duck under that. If you just stand still, you will not get hit by it. So hopefully I can try to show that off again. This one is an upward hill. We can jump over that and somehow be fine. So basically all you need to do is just die. You know, go in the direction that the sign says. So that was down, we went down. Except for the up arrow signs. If you hold up, you'll do something else. You wanna jump for those. But we got the Rail Kahuna gold medal. So we already got the gold medal there. The silver medal you needed at least 100 points for, and the gold medal you needed 150 points for. It's like we got, was that 227? That was our score? So yeah, we absolutely demolish that score. And now here we are in a deeper part of the mine. I just came from that way. I need to find out what's down here. Well, it looks like there was a minecart over here. There's one right there, and there's also one right here that we can actually click on. See what that is. This cart is not rusted like the other. Could it be G's? Oh, what's that noise? It sounds like... Help! I'm trapped under this heavy minecart. Gee, is that you? Yes, and I'm stuck underneath this heavy minecart. Don't worry, G. I'm an EPF agent. I came here to find you. Thank goodness, Agent. My head hurts and I'm seeing stars. I'm trapped under this minecart. Can you get it off of me? Hang in there. I'll see what I can do. Agent, Super Goose, is that you? How do you know my name? I've never met you before in my life. I'm glad you found me. How are you doing in there? I've had a bump to my head, but I will attempt to think of a solution. How did you get trapped under such a heavy minecart? I'm not sure. All I know is that it's a lot heavier than the ones we use for kart surfing. I'll bring any items I find. Good thinking. Alright, well, there are some balloons around here that I guess we can pick up. Do these balloons come in any color other than yellow? They are attached to some anvils here, which is a reference to Jetpack Adventure, because, of course, you gotta have floating anvils as an obstacle in that game, but we'll talk about that a bit later. Let's talk to Gary now that we have a balloon. I see you have some balloons. Were you going to a party? Actually, I found them sitting here on some old anvils. What a great find! Anvil balloons are very strong and can lift heavy things. Great, I'll just start blowing them up now and get you out. It's not that simple, Agent. For a balloon to rise, it must be lighter than the air around it, like when it's filled with helium or hot air. Wow, even with that headache, you're still as sharp as ever. Alright. Okay, that's the same dialogue. Let's go ahead and get the other balloons around here. It's odd how these balloons can carry so much weight. Well, Gary kind of just explained why. Let's get that last balloon. Some old anvils. The balloons could come in handy. And looks like we can also get some rope here. Rope. It's kind of old, but it could be put to good use. You say anything else now? Nope, still that same old dialogue. Last but not least, it looks like there is a boulder here we can click on. This boulder looks like it could be rolled, but it's too heavy for me to push. Well, what if someone else pushed it? Blast, come here, buddy. Knock that boulder out of the way. There you go. Hopefully there was nobody down there. A steam geyser. That's what was causing the hissing noise. I didn't really hear a hissing noise. But I'm sure we can use that to fill up these balloons with some hot air. I can't hold more than one hot air balloon at a time without floating away. Right, I guess these are really powerful balloons and could... I mean, if they can lift this minecart, I'm sure they can lift us too. I see you found a way to fill the balloons. I sure did, G, but they are so strong I can barely hold one of them down. Is there anything on the cart you can tie them to? Not just yet, but I'll keep you posted. Well, we could try tying them to some rope. What's going on out there, Agent? I've tied a rope to the base of the cart. Good idea. Just don't try to lift it off by yourself. Don't worry, G. I know I'm not that strong. Alright, let's put one of those balloons on there. I just felt the cart move a little. Whatever you're doing up there seems to be working, Agent. Alright, let's try to fill up another balloon. This balloon is hard to hold on to. I'd better use it before it floats away. Let's put it on the cart. The cart moved a little more. Keep it up, Agent. And let's get that last balloon. Put it on the cart. It's working, Agent. Excellent. Was there ever a doubt? And there he is. Sweet. Well, it's not every day you see a flying minecart. Yep, it's slowly floating towards those stalagmites. Wait, don't you mean stalactites? Yeah, those were stalactites. Well, so much for those balloons. At least you're free, G. You won't believe all the work it took to track you down. I am in your debt, Agent. I'm just glad I could help. Are those my old glasses you're wearing? Yeah, I wanted to have those on because there is some special dialogue here if you're wearing them. For a moment there, I thought I was going to be stuck under that minecart forever. Are you sure you're okay? The bump on my head aches somewhat. Do you have any ideas on how to get out?
I wish I did, but I'm feeling a little dazed after my bump to the head.
Don't worry, G. I'll find us a way out of here.
Thank you. I'll be here in case you need me.
Well, it looks like you've got something next to you there. What is that? It looks like a flashlight, but the light doesn't seem to come on. Perhaps that is that high mower flashlight that Gary was working on. What's that you have there? It looks familiar somehow. Did you not see it? It was right next to you. It should look familiar. Yeah, because it was next to you. But I also found plans for it in your room above the sports shop. Also, it was labeled wrong on the blueprint.
It's coming back to me now. This is supposed to help you see in dark areas. I had it with me when I crashed.
The battery seems to have run out. Can you fix it?
Fix it? I should be able to do better than that. Just snap it into your spy gadget.
I found it under the cart.
It's a miracle it's still intact.
Alright, well, let's put it on our spy gadget like he said. Spy gadget upgrade, super power flashlight. No, Super Goose, it's a high mower flashlight, duh. Alright.
This place is spooky when you're by yourself. Let's find a way out.
Hey, how did you know how to modify the spy gadget?
I don't remember.
Do you think you could boost the communicator signal so we can contact other agents?
Even if I had all my tools, it is very hard to generate a signal that can get out from deep underground.
Make sure to stay within sight, G. We don't want to get separated.
Don't worry, I'm not wandering around by myself anytime soon.
It's too dark to explore without the flashlight. Well, I suppose we'd better use it then. Let's take it off our spy gadget and put it, I guess in this dark tunnel. The super power flashlight works great. We can safely explore the tunnel. Move the stylus in circles to crank the high power flashlight to full power. So yep, we just gotta make some circles on the touchscreen in order to get some light here, and now we can look around this area here. The light will slowly fade away the longer we look, but we just need to look all the way to the right here. And I guess that will light up the entire room somehow. There's a lot of stuff going on in this room. Looks like a lot of spare parts and minecarts. But not much else we can really do here. Let's take a look at these wooden boards. This exit has been boarded up. There must be a way to break through to the other side. What do you think about this, Gary?
This tunnel appears to be a natural cavernous formation.
Where do you think all of this debris came from?
I have no idea. It would seem improbable that these parts arrived here as a result of my crash.
See anything we can use to get out of here?
Not at all. These minecarts have been stripped of their most useful components.
Be careful not to trip. It is still very dark in here.
Thanks, Agent. The same can be said for you too.
I mean, it's clearly not really dark anymore, but alright, I guess that's just for game design purposes. Alright, you say the same things. Okay, well, Blast, I'm glad you're still out, because we need you to break this wood, as you are so good at doing. And, oh, what the heck was that? It was covered by the little cursor, but that shadow, what was it? Are my eyes playing tricks on me?
Is there something wrong, Super Goose?
Yeah, you still didn't explain how you know my name. But I also could have sworn I saw something out there.
Growl.
Did you hear that? What was that growl?
Sorry, that was my stomach growling. It's been a while since I last ate a good pizza.
Oh right, gee, let's get you back to headquarters to get that bump looked at. Alright.
Super Goose, I must commend you on the success of your efforts.
Thanks to you, Super Goose, G is back safe and sound. Well, almost sound. His memory seems a little fuzzy.
Yes, but don't worry. G has had the bump looked at and is already working away at his inventions.
Oh, speaking of inventions, G mentioned a notebook. Did you find anything in the mines? I don't think so. Perhaps G lost it before he went to the mines. So Gary lost a notebook. Have to keep that in mind.
Perhaps. Have we learned why he went to the mines in the first place?
No, Director. Like I said, he doesn't remember what he was doing that day.
Well, we'll need to see what can be done to restore his memory. I have decided to reward Super Goose for this outstanding service. I am pleased to honor you with a promotion to super high level clearance. Congratulations.
Wow, thanks. And there we go. It's another mission down. Mission complete. Congratulations, Super Goose. You completed Mission 6 and you've been promoted. You've been promoted to super high level clearance. Check out your new badge. Alright, so we've got a new badge in the top screen, and what is happening here? You know, I don't even want to know. Let's just get out of here and do this new side mission that we've unlocked at the mine. I mean, we still have this one at the pizza parlor, but you know, we went to the mine today, so it's only fitting that we go back, right? Let's go to the mine. Looks like there's a penguin here now. I was expecting this tunnel to be different from the others, but not this different. What's the matter? Someone told me there was a new, extreme tunnel to go kart surfing in. That's right. I've surfed it myself, and I have to say, it is pretty extreme. I want to try it, but I'm also a bit scared. How do I know this new tunnel is safe? I can show you how it's done if that would help. Alright, here's our side mission of the day, Sweet Friend of Mines. Show the penguin that the new mine tunnels are safe to ride in. Are you really going to ride the extreme track? Sure, I've done it before. Want to see me do it? Okay, please be careful. The entire course? No problem. Wait for me outside and you'll see it's perfectly safe. Thanks a lot. Good luck. Alright, so, to get this started here, we have to click on our cart. If we click on this cart, this is the cart used to ride the standard track. The nervous penguin is not afraid of this one. Let's go ahead and click on our own cart. This is the cart used to ride the extreme track. Show the nervous penguin that the extreme track can be completed. Cart surfs up. Or, I can't start just yet. I need to get myself mentally prepared. Breathe in. Breathe out. No, I'm ready. Let's go ahead and do it again. So yeah, we just have to play, another round of the extreme, game of Kart Surfers. So, let's go ahead and do that again. And this time around, I'm going to do pretty much the same thing I was doing before, but I want to actually try to talk about the tips that I have for Kart Surfer. My main tip is just alternate between this front flip and this little twirl. You do the front flip by pressing down and then jump, which is the A button. And you do the twirl by jumping and then pressing left or right. Doesn't really matter. You want to alternate between them because if you do the same trick twice in a row, you will get half as many points. As you saw there, I only got 50 from the front flip when I normally get 100. Another thing I want to tell you to do is to do that little thing that killed me. But to do this little I don't know what you'd call that, like a slam move or something. Well, that didn't quite work out. But basically what that does is it's a very fast trick you can do if a turn is approaching. And it will also count as a new trick. So you will get, you know, the full amount of points again. It's very helpful. There's another tip I want to talk about on there with drifting, but I'm not quite done with Kart Surfer yet for this episode, so we'll go back there and play it again. But now let's just talk to this penguin here. You did it! You completed the extreme track! I told you I could do it, no problemo. Pretty impressive, huh? But what about the new obstacles? Are they hard to avoid? Riding the hills and jumping over obstacles is not much harder than steering left or right. Now that I've seen you do it, I'm going to work extra hard to become the best kart surfer ever. That's great, I know you'll love the new tunnels. I couldn't do it without your help. Please accept this gift before you go. Thanks. A Viking helmet, wow. That is cool. Mission complete. The penguin at the mine is no longer afraid of the extreme minecart track. Great job. Alright. That was awesome. I think I might be ready to try it myself now. Maybe. Alright. Sure. I believe in you. Alright, so like I said, I wanted to play some more Kart Surfer here. And if you try to play it from free play mode here, you can choose between the extreme track or the normal track, depending on what cart you click on. Regular cart, as we saw, that will get you the standard version, and the cart that we built, that will give you the extreme track. The difference is the standard track only has left and right turns, and the extreme track has the little hills and also the rocks to jump over or the wooden boards to duck underneath. as for which version I am going to be playing, I'm going to play the standard track. Not really because it's easier. I mean, it is easier, but, wait, why does this say ride the extreme track all the way to the end? I hit the regular one, right? Yeah, alright, I guess that's a typo or something. Maybe it's left over from the side mission we were doing. I don't know. Anyways, what I was saying was I prefer to play the standard version of Kart Surfer, just because you don't really get more coins for doing the extreme track, even though I think you probably should. You get pretty much the same amount of coins, and because I think this game is really good for grinding coins, you know, when it comes to, like, grinding for things in games, you always want to do, like, the more mindless option, like, just so you can just kind of turn your brain off and just grind for a while. That's how I like to play games, personally, but, so yeah, I really just prefer the standard track when it comes to grinding coins. So now, I guess I'll show the touchscreen here just to show what it looks like. As you can see, it's a little confusing at first, but, yeah, like, this is really confusing for me, to be honest. I don't really ever play with this, just because it just gives you so many options. It's a little overwhelming if you don't already know what the Kart Surfer tricks are, and, whoa, that's a little weird. If you, like, click the down one, and you just click on this one, it just kind of puts you back up. That's funny. I'm really screwing this up here. I just kind of want to show off what the touchscreen looked like. What I'm going to do now is I kind of just want to show off all of the tricks that you can do in Kart Surfer, because there is a lot. So, trick compilation starts now! First we have just the standard jump, which you can perform by pressing the A button. Then you can do a turn by pressing left or right when a turn appears. However, I don't recommend just doing the standard turn when you are doing a turn. Instead, I would recommend doing the kart grind, or drift as I tend to call it. That can be done by first pressing down and then pressing left or right while your cart is down. If you do that right, you will start drifting along the rails, and you will get a lot of points for this. Much more than I think you get in the online version of the game. For some reason, in the DS version of Kart Surfer, you get a lot of points for this move, so I really recommend that you do it. Then we have the spin or twirl move, which you can do by jumping by pressing A, and then pressing left or right in midair. Next we have the leap move, which you can do by jumping and pressing up. Next we have the kart slam, which you can do by jumping and pressing down. I like to use this move as a little bit of a buffer, because sometimes a turn will be approaching and you don't really have time to do a big trick again, so you can kind of just do this immediately before the turn, just to get a little more points. Then we have the flip move, or the front flip. This can be done by pressing down and then pressing A to jump. This is a really good move. It gets you 100 points. I would recommend doing this move as often as you can, but, you know, don't do it twice in a row, because then you'll only get 50 points. And then we have the run move, where you press down twice. This is a bit of a silly move. You'll just kind of run along the mine tracks. It gives you the same amount of points as the spin move, and it has a bit of a longer animation, so I don't really think this move is that worth it to do, but it's pretty funny. Alright, now let's go ahead and talk about the surf moves. If you press up just on its own, your penguin will go on top of the cart and start to actually surf on it, hence the name Kart Surfer. And there are a few tricks that are exclusive to, I guess, this method of travel. First is the surf jump, which you just have to jump while you're in this state. Just press A while your penguin's on top of the cart, and you'll get a free 20 points for it. I don't really recommend this, but you can do it. Next is the surf turn, which is pretty much the same as just a regular turn. You just have to press left or right. The only difference is your penguin will be on top of the cart. You get more points than just doing a regular turn if you do it like this, but you do not get as many points for as you would if you were drifting. So I do kind of prefer drifting for this reason, but there are a few other moves that we still need to talk about. Next, there is the handstand, which all you need to do is press up while your penguin's on top of the cart, and that will actually get you 80 points in this version. On the online game, I believe it only gave you 40 points, but here it gives you 80, so it's actually really good in this version. And especially because it's a very quick move. It's similar to the cart slam in that it's a very brief animation. So you can use this as a bit of a buffer move, similar to that, and you'll get a lot more points for it. So certainly not a bad strategy. And those are all of the regular moves. All of those moves are in the online version of Kart Surfer as well. However, the DS version actually added 3 more moves, and they're all very similar. But let's go ahead and talk about those real quick. So these moves all have to do with jumping while surfing. So you would do a surf jump and then you press a direction. There's one move for pressing up, one move for pressing left or right, and another move for pressing down. These moves have some pretty crazy animations, and they all give you 100 points except for the up, A, left, right move. None of these have official names, so I don't know what to call it, but that will only give you 90 points. I don't quite know why that one only gives you 90. I think they all have a similar animation length. I don't know, but yeah, it gives you 90. These moves are interesting. There's certainly a strategy to alternating between the one that gives you 100 and the one that gives you, I guess just the 2 ones that give you 100. Just don't do the one that gives you 90. Just focus on doing the up or down combos. And then you can kind of use the handstand as a buffer if you need a quick move to do while you're approaching a turn. That's a pretty decent strategy. I have found that I get pretty much the same amount of coins as I would with just my normal front flip twirl strat. So it's really just a matter of preference, but hey, it is an option. Well, that's all there is for Kart Surfer, and that's also all there is for this episode. I won't be going that much into detail with all the other mini-games. I just wanted to go into detail on Kart Surfer because, well, there's kind of a lot to talk about it with showing off all the tricks. The other mini-games don't really have that much depth to them, and also Kart Surfer is my favorite mini-game, so I just wanted to talk about how great it is. Let's go ahead and let's put that Viking helmet on that we got. Why not? No more Kart Surfer. We're done. That's it for this episode. Next time on Elite Penguin Force, we will be going to the dojo and seeing what awaits us next. So, until then, waddle on.